He dyed his hair every color of the rainbow. He wrestled with Hulk Hogan, dated Madonna, partied in Vegas, and even became friends with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Oh, and by the way, he's also one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. This is the unbelievable story of Dennis Rodman, the wildest NBA star ever. When people talk about basketball legends, names like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James dominate the conversation. But if you ask who was the most unpredictable player to ever step on the court, there's only one answer: Dennis Rodman. Nicknamed the Worm, Rodman wasn't just a player. He was a cultural phenomenon. A man who lived life with zero rules, on and off the court. And yet, behind the chaos was one of the most relentless defenders the game has ever seen. Dennis Rodman wasn't born a superstar. In fact, he had one of the toughest childhoods imaginable. Growing up in Dallas, his father abandoned the family, and Dennis was raised by his mother, struggling to find his place in the world. He wasn't even good at basketball at first, but after a late growth spurt and endless hours on the court, he found his calling: defense and rebounding. It wasn't about scoring points, it was about outworking everyone else. This hunger would define his career. Rodman was drafted by the Detroit Pistons in 1986, and this is where his legend began. He became the heart and soul of the Bad Boys Pistons, a team known for their brutal physical defense. Rodman was fearless, diving for loose balls, locking down superstars, and grabbing rebounds like his life depended on it. In 1989 and 1990, Rodman helped the Pistons win back-to-back NBA championships. He wasn't the highest scorer, but he was the ultimate warrior. After Detroit, Rodman's life took a dramatic turn. He joined the San Antonio Spurs, and this is when the wild Dennis Rodman truly came alive. He started dyeing his hair neon colors: green, blue, red, leopard print, you name it. He wore nose rings, tattoos, and sometimes even wedding dresses in public. The media loved him. Fans were shocked. But Rodman didn't care. He was finally being himself. Despite the chaos, his rebounding numbers were insane, leading the league for 7 consecutive seasons. In 1995, Rodman joined Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen on the Chicago Bulls. It was a risky move. Could Rodman's wild personality fit with Jordan's discipline? The answer was yes. Rodman became the Bulls' defensive anchor, helping them win 3 straight championships from 1996 to 1998. Of course, Rodman's wild side never disappeared. He skipped practices to go wrestling with Hulk Hogan, he partied in Las Vegas during the NBA Finals, and once he even flew to North Korea years later to hang out with Kim Jong-un. Yet every time he stepped on the court, Rodman gave 110% effort. No one rebounded like him. No one defended like him. Rodman's life was filled with jaw-dropping moments. He married himself in a wedding dress to promote his autobiography. He had high-profile relationships with Madonna and Carmen Electric. He was suspended multiple times for fights, technical fouls, and even kicking a cameraman. And yet through it all, he remained one of the most fascinating characters in NBA history. Behind the wild hair, tattoos, and controversies was a player with an unmatched work ethic. Rodman wasn't just a showman, he was a Hall of Famer. 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 7-time rebounding champion, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2011. His story is proof that greatness doesn't always look the same. Some legends score 30 points a night. Others grab 20 rebounds and change the game forever. Dennis Rodman may be remembered as the wildest star the NBA has ever seen, but his impact on basketball is undeniable. He lived on his own terms. He broke every rule of normality, and yet he carved his name in history as one of the greatest defenders to ever play the game. Love him or hate him, one thing is certain: there will never be another Dennis Rodman.